The last known Tasmanian tiger was captured in its native Australia in 1933 and lived for a few years in a zoo before dying, and its death has long been thought to be the final nail in the species' coffin. Australians have occasionally claimed to have spotted the dog-like animals over the years, but the sightings were typically rare and attributed to nothing more than misidentification. That's all changed now, as several plausible sightings are beginning to give life to the theory that the animal never actually went extinct at all. Now, scientists in Queensland, Australia, are taking action in the hopes of actually finding evidence that the tiger is still around. If confirmed, it would be an absolutely monumental discovery, considering the animal's history. The team plans to set up cameras in areas where reported sightings have taken place in the hopes of confirming the claims. In the late 1800s there were actually bounties on Tasmanian tigers in Australia, and the creatures were hunted to the brink of extinction before any action was taken. By that point, the species was thought to be doomed, and when the last captive animal died it was assumed that was the end of the road. Now, it appears that might not be the case after all. So where were they hiding? Australia has been called the navel of the world or the axis mundi or the center of the world. In certain beliefs and philosophies, it is the world center, or the connection between heaven and earth. As the celestial pole and geographic pole, it expresses a point of connection between sky and earth where the four compass directions meet. At this point travel and correspondence is made between higher and lower realms. Many Jules Verne believers believe that Australia may in fact be a point to the center of the earth. For many centuries, humankind has dreamt of inner worlds. Numerous writers have been inspired by the idea, not least Tarzan creator Edgar Rice Burroughs, at the Earth's core, 1914, Edgar Allan Poe, The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket, 1838, and, most famously, Jules Verne, whose 1864 novel A Journey to the Center of the Earth has been adapted numerous times for both stage and screen. Thousands of contemporary theorists discuss what is commonly referred to as the greatest ever secret on Internet forums. On YouTube, videos claim that the satellite images on Google Earth have been altered to cover up the existence of the holes, while other videos claim the holes are there for all to see. Ancient Greeks, Tibetan Buddhists, and Christians all located their iterations of hell in caverns under the mantle. Pilgrims used to journey to Station Island off the coast of Co Donegal where they believed there existed an entrance to purgatory, while the old legends of Mexico describe a mountain cave near Ojinago inhabited by devilish creatures from the way down deeps. The 18th century astronomer Royal Edmund Halley believed that unusual compass readings could be explained by the fact that the planet was composed of a hollow shell, two inner concentric shells and an innermost core about the diameters of the planets Venus, Mars, and Mercury respectively. One of the most famous hollow Earth theorists, and a true predecessor of Thomson, was a veteran of the 1812 Anglo-American War, John Sims. In his book Banvard's Folly, Paul Collins recounts the theory of concentric spheres and polar voids that preoccupied the soldier. Sims published a pamphlet, in which he wrote, "I declare that the Earth is hollow and habitable within, containing a number of solid concentric spheres, one within the other, and that it is open at the poles 12 or 16 degrees. He pledged his life to promoting his notion, boldly declaring, "I am ready to explore the hollow." He toured the U.S. with a handmade wooden globe that opened out to reveal its secret layers. Converts, in ever-increasing numbers, began petitioning the government to finance his adventures. On March 7, 1822, Senator Richard Thompson presented a case to Congress that Sims be supplied with the equipment of two vessels of 250 to 300 tons for the expedition, and the granting of such other aid as government may deem requisite. Modern science holds that the Earth is an unbroken series of layers, crusts, and liquid magma surrounding a dense, hot core made primarily of iron and nickel. But not everyone is convinced. In the 17th century, some of the leading scientific minds of the time came up with a new theory that the planet is actually hollow. This idea has proved incredibly durable. Over the past few years, our Earth has been up to some very strange things. Could something be happening underground, and driving creatures we have long thought were extinct out into the open? If so, what else is down there? Stay paranoid, my friends.